there's one more thing in 1.0.
There's a bunch of things. I don't know,
No, we just named a bunch, but there's one more big thing.
Oh yeah, a new character.
A new character. All right, so
you play a Lora time?
This character for quite a while. I could tell you all about this character, but I figured
the character been data mined, like going back to like the symbol of last year. Okay, here we go. Lore gameplay. Or lore, I guess.
I can't remember my parents or where I'm from. I only remember running. There's something trapped inside me. Something ancient and powerful.
Which seemed to be the summon, right?
I don't know how it got there. But it's hungry. It's always hungry.
Another question here. Did Tane play before the gloom?
People get hurt.
Also, she's secretly the avatar, not just a summoner.
These people need me.
Wait, so...
I don't know if I can control this power.
So wait, she didn't die in the gloom? Is she actually like alive? Yeah, that makes it sound like she is not technically a Wayfinder.
Go back to our talking heads, but Cam wants to show her off. So Lora is our 8th Wayfinder. We're super excited. She's been, I don't know, she's existed in some form or the other for a long period of time. So
yeah,
it's pretty bittersweet for everyone here to finally see her in game and finally get to play her and use her. Steve, tell us a little bit about Lora.
Yeah, so she is badass and awesome and a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with her. I just recently played my live save through all of the new content with her, and she is awesome. She is she's got a, do you want to open up her skill page or her abilities?
Yeah, here we go. Let's see that.
Yes, she is an Arcanist, so she'll be
magic.
Have the same talent tree access as Kairos and Nis. Works great with ability power. You can look at her passive first. So her big mechanic is that she's got this inner beast, a spirit monster essentially, that she's fighting to control, and as she's fighting, she'll basically build up meter, and her abilities will do one thing when she's not channeled, and when the meter fills, it basically transforms all her abilities to do a channeled version. Very similar to like JoJo's. You'll see like the spirit manifest as she's doing things.
Yep.
So you technically have like 8 abilities on?
We'll let her basically turn into the beast, and you fight as the beast for a set period of time.
Yep, so pretty much just to
you have a devil trigger.
All of her abilities minus the alt have an alternate version of them once it's charged up. So let's take a look at them real quick. So Clobber is the very first.
Yeah, so this one will basically shoot a piercing projectile of energy. Great for hitting a bunch of stuff.
So you kind of like summoning pieces of the monster.
The big beast fist punching stuff, it knocks stuff back, does massive impact. So even if they
man, it looks like some range on that.
Staggered still, similar to like fully charging Senja's pummel, and it just packs a punch. And you have multiple charges as well, so you can chain those together.
She feels good to play.
And also, when you enter channeled form, it automatically recharges a charge of Clobber too. So
next up, we have Possession.
Yeah, so Possession, this is an ability that basically makes her, you have Windgrave on one end as like super tanky. Like she is basically like the damage shield equivalent of Windgrave. So she doesn't heal, but she can get tons of damage shield, especially if you spec her into ability power and magic defense.
So yeah, so just like area effect around all.
And so this will basically apply a damage shield to herself, and the channeled version will apply it to your whole team, and it will pull enemies in and do a big
vacuums them in.
Yeah, I can see how that useful Windgrave with being in a bubble and then having all take this into effect to actually do actual AoE.
Basically thorns on you, so as stuff hits you while you have a damage shield, it'll hit them back. So extra.
Man, she seemed like she's gonna be a really good character.
If you get a dot on you, or like enemies with like very fast attacks, you'll basically be doing a lot of damage back to them.
Especially since it's easy to get over one in certain area.
The magic defense, I basically do like a ability power magic defense build, and go with the Arcanist tree, the bottom one, where you have the basically can get magic damage shields from picking up your Arcanist orbs, and basically your magic defense gives you more damage shield, which she works really well with.
Yeah, all of her skills, I'd say, pretty much are like really well. She shines, I should say, in like a situation where there's tons of characters or tons of enemies that you're fighting with both the damage.
Like I said, it's certain in certain zone
characters, and
that have
someone
a
else asks
crap
just to
ton of
clarify, yes,
dude.
so essentially, she has 2 of each ability. They essentially augment one another, but they're essentially the same.
Yeah.
And then the last one is seismic launch.
Yeah, so seismic launch, unchanneled, she'll basically dash through enemies, similar to Nis, very quick, keeps her mobile. You can use it like when an attack's coming in to get behind them, so it's really good for positioning. And then the channeled form is really cool. You basically become like a bowling ball and send guys flying.
Okay. It also kind of like Venomite, but without the poison drop. I get Nis would be a little more accurate, but
super satisfying too.
But Nis, if you dodge any enemy that you go through, would get poison damage though.
Pulling them in, you're basically knocking enemies around.
She'll be in a lot of parties. Let's put it that way. Yeah. She can do a lot of things. She's incredibly strong and incredibly versatile, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate. This is the one. So people are like, oh, she's a summoner. She's gonna be a monk. You're kind of right, kind of not. So, unleash. As you mentioned, she's fighting this beast that's inside of her, and
more of a devil trigger.
Transform into that beast itself.
Yeah. So when you're in the transformed form, you
maybe they commented on the whole summonal thing. They've been putting around forever.
You reduce damage a ton, so it's a pretty good survival tool while you're in.
Wonder they can have like a separate guild tree.
Pommel stuff. You have a new melee combo essentially. You have like a jump attack, and you can just clobber stuff to death, and it's very fun. Yeah.
She's strong.
Yes.
So now the question is how long will it actually last?
We'll take some questions from chat as we go along, but Cam will just probably jump into something. What are we gonna do, Cam? There we go. Much better, much better. Level 33 mobs. Good balance. That's good. That's good. Let's take it from the top. The Crucible, brand new area, very exciting, very cool. Steve, tell us about the Crucible and the Eldrin.
Yeah, so this will be the new zone. There'll be a quest to bring you here to the new Lost Zone. You'll be fighting Eldrin as a new enemy type, and someone mentioned they're level 33. So yeah, the Crucible was designed so that if you play straight from, when you start fresh in 1.0, you basically go after you fight the Gloom Titan. You can go straight into the Crucible, and it's higher level, and so you'll be getting higher level accessories and everything here. But you don't need to like stop and do mythics in order to continue the story. So you can play the story straight through.
I had a feeling that we're going to be the case.
People that maybe have played in early access, this was always designed as essentially that end zone that you get to from the story. So there was a little bit of that gap between the last area that we released, Frost March, and as well as this. So this kind of fills in that gap and makes it a little bit more end game ready, I guess, if you were to finish up the story, and then it allowed you to do some mythic hunts and other activities.
Yeah, so doing this will actually help prepare you for mythics better, because there won't be as big a gap between this. Basically goes to 34, 35-ish. It's like 32 to 35, which will prep you for mythics. And then we still have those level 38 mythics, and then the Gorge hunts will have mythics that are level 40. So those will be the hardest thing. And those have some really cool drops, which maybe we'll tease one of them later.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious like what the story going to be on there. That's all like a continuation.
The big boy.
Or did like mainly just in game? Probably not. Probably like we'll have some story heals. They said it would quite to get in heal.
And it lasts quite a bit. So she's.
So we just saw hook shot.
Yeah, so hook shot there. So new traversal mode. You'll be utilizing that in some of the hunts as well.
Oh.
I won't give away.
So we're gonna have like mechanic tied to the hook shot, not just for getting around the area.
In terms of just traversal, getting to new areas, secret areas, and then, like Steve said, there's a couple hunts that use it as mechanics, which is super cool.
I wonder if the old zones have been updated for the hook shot as well, or is it just exclusively this area?
Some new golem type enemies, sentinels.
There's a lot in here. I will say my favorite thing about the Crucible is the mushroom quest. The mushrooms.
Yes.
I won't spoil it for people. Just when you do get to play this and you go to one of the Lost Zones, if you find the mushroom quest or event, is it technically an event?
It's an event.
Event, yeah. When you find that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it looks beautiful, it's very cool, but it's very also very Wayfinder.
Yeah, a couple of natural hazards. There's basically mushroom that kind of hallucinate a bit. It's very cool looking.
Very cool.
And there's some hidden things to find with that. And then there's also some mushrooms that will basically splatter out and blot your
Man,
screen. So it's
the one thing I'm noticing about
so
that
you gotta
lot
watch out
zone,
for those while you're going
like it'll seem like way more variety of like how you going through it from like height and low.
Oh, the trickster. Do it.
do it.
Do it, and then let's jump into one of the new hunts.
So like they're
By
very
the way, I had
much
to cut the awesome trickster scene.
did not feel like a dungeon in a lot of ways.
We'll use it somewhere, but it was
From
very
how
good.
elaborate it
was
seemed
just
to
a
look.
trickster experience if you played Wayfinder. Let's put it that way. Yes. Wayfinders on Shrooms Game of the Year. Kind of like that. You should just do the event.
You
It's
got
pretty
it.
great. You got it. Ooh, and okay.
Alright, so you want to hunt now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's jump into one.
Can do
Oh
the,
my god, we're still spoiling this awesome art.
Can do the rat.
Will we be hearing about or seeing the new weapons? Sure, Cam can put on one of the new weapons.
Yes.
I'm using one.